the other thing that was really interesting was all these special tests. So, one of them was the Cozen's, one of them was the Mills. These are famous tests that have decent reliability, and they all immediately turn negative, from positive to negative for repeated loading strategies. And their goal is, or purpose, is to rule in that you have a tendon problem. So, and that happens, that's been shown in a lot of MDT extremity research, that these special tests are basically useless. I got in trouble. I called them unreliable in this study, or I tried to, and they said you're using the wrong terminology. And in my head, it made sense. This isn't a reliable test. It doesn't tell you anything. But they were like, 10 people could use this test and it would be positive, which probably would happen. So it's reliable in that sense. The word they wanted me to use was that its utility was poor. So it wasn't useful in determining structure. So it's nice as baseline, but to use that to rule in a tendon issue is, in these people, was completely wrong. So for some reason, I really like pointing out about special tests. I participated in one of Richard Rosedale's shoulder study, which was really interesting. That I would assess the patient. My father did a blinded special test on them, and then we would track the treatment as to what happened. So I had no idea what would happen. And the same thing we saw eventually, that they all turned off after the reductive component strategy was there. So it's really cool, and that came out not too long ago. That all these special tests that we learned, that we spent hours and hours learning in PT school, practicing long nights, and just learning all these names, basically tell you nothing. But to use them as a baseline is helpful.